everyone, it's Michelle from the Colorado Wolf and Wildlife Center. I'm hanging out with Chakra and Raksha today. So if you haven't actually met Chakra and Raksha before, Raksha is one of our Arctic wolves, and then Chakra is a black phase gray wolf. So today, just have a really brief video for you this afternoon, morning, whenever you get to watch this. Today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Copper Creek Wolf Pack and some of the updates that Colorado Parks and Wildlife did go through, because many of you know from our postings on social media that CPW recently had a commissioners meeting where they met to kind of discuss the fate of the Copper Creek Wolf Pack. Unfortunately, as many of you know, over Memorial Day weekend, one of the pups from last year, from 2024, unfortunately did kill 2 calves and attacked a cow, and then CPW did go out and kill that yearling wolf. Now, a lot of ranchers in the area had called for, thank you, oh thanks, that went right in my mouth. A lot of the livestock producers in that area did call for the whole pack to be removed after that, even though there have not been any additional depredations. Now, as you all know, the Colorado's Born to be Wild license plate has raised, as of April 1st, $750,000 for wolf coexistence. And through this fund, CPW was able to hire a lot of range riders. This is so inappropriate. A lot of range riders. And what they actually ended up doing was sending at least 2 of these range riders into now where it is the Capitol Creek drainage, so outside of Aspen. Oh my gosh. Hi, thank you. So, too many kisses. Okay, we're so excited. So if you're, to kind of just recap the entire Copper Creek wolf pack history, after the breeding male last year was involved in depredations, they did go out and capture 4 of the puppies and the mom, and then they kept them and then re-released them back in January into Pitkin County. So they are now in the Capitol Creek drainage, so really exciting. That's a really awesome place outside of Old Snowmass. So what they have done using those funds was hire some range riders to send them out to make sure that no depredations did reoccur in the area. And since they have had the range riders out there in the right locations with those GPS coordinates for those wolves, we have not had any additional depredations, which is really great. And that is proof that range riding does work. Now it is really thick areas. There's lots of brush, lots of bushes, lots of green grasses and trees, which can make it hard to do range riding, but so far they have been very successful, which is fantastic. Now, some of the livestock producers did raise concerns that over the holiday weekend, this being the July 4th weekend, that there was maybe some concerns that the wolves were chasing cattle. That's because those range riders did get to go home for that weekend, but they're back out on the range again. And again, there were no additional livestock losses. To summarize what happened with the Colorado Parks and Wildlife Commission, they did decide to allow that management decision to stay with Colorado Parks and Wildlife. So they did not make a determination to remove the wolf pack. Number one, because we haven't had any additional depredations, but also because that female wolf, after losing her mate to that poacher last year, did actually find a new companion with one of the British Columbian males that was reintroduced in January. And they currently do have puppies in the den. So we're really excited that we have another litter of babies out there. CPW hasn't made any visual confirmation on how many there are. So that is something that we're gonna find out maybe later in the summer, early fall, when we start seeing that visual confirmation when they go out and start walking around with the rest of the wolf pack. But CPW's commissioners thankfully did decide again to allow Colorado Parks and Wildlife to maintain that decision-making process. So for now, the Copper Creek wolf pack is safe. However, again, we do have that 10J rule. So if you don't know what that is, that does allow for the lethal removal of gray wolves under the Endangered Species Act. So unfortunately, that is still on the table if any additional depredations do occur. So hopefully with those range riders out there and the other non-lethal coexistence methods that are in use, we will not see any additional lethal removals, and we'll have a very good success with our Copper Creek wolf pack. So that was just that update on those guys. If you have any questions, let us know, and we'll talk to you all next week.